So, Zack Snyder is ready to drop Rebel Moon. I have my ticket for New York City on Friday at noon. But as always, people want to talk about the possibility of him completing the DCEU, as they say in the WWE, of him completing the story. And this dropped today, and I got it from comicbookmovie.com because the original source, well, we'll get into that in a little bit, is Spanish speaking. So I'm not able to translate that, but I was able to bring this report on it to you. So here we go. It's from comicmovie.com. Today, Zack Snyder would absolutely be opening to finishing his DCEU on one condition. And it says, even though the Snyderverse is officially at an end, Zack Snyder has revealed that he will be opening to continuing/finishing the saga that began with Man of Steel over a decade ago. This is from Mark Cassidy earlier this morning. And it says, the Snyderverse began with Man of Steel back in 2013, with Zack Snyder himself going on to helm Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League, the Snyder Cut, and many of the characters he introduced continuing their adventures in what unofficially came to be known as the DCEU. Snyder's movies were never embraced by the majority of critics and only performed adequately at the box office. I disagree with that. Every movie made between $600 and $800 million. You had Aquaman at over $1 billion. You had Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman, because I include those 5 movies: Man of Steel, BVS, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I think those 5 movies made $4.1 billion when you add in physical media sales. So I always disagree with people who set these ridiculous projections that every movie has to make $1 billion. It doesn't. They were profitable, and people are still talking about them a decade later. But the filmmaker's vision for his roster of iconic DC heroes was embraced by a lot of fans who were very disappointed when James Gunn and Peter Safran's rebooted DCU was announced. And I'm among them, and I have zero interest in seeing anything that James Gunn is making. Snyder recently made the end of the DCU official, but the Rebel Moon director has now revealed that he will be opening to continuing/finishing the saga he began over a decade ago under one condition. Quote, if Netflix has the rights to the characters from my DC universe, I would do it. Absolutely. Snyder told CulturaOcia.com. And that was the site I was talking about, that's Spanish speaking. Of course, that's a huge if. President of Netflix Films, Scott Stuber, did recently admit he would love to acquire the rights. Quote, obviously, we would love to license it at some point. We'd love to have it so fans can experience more Zack. The more Zack we have, the better we are. But with the DCU on the horizon and Gunn already announcing plans for heavy hitters such as Superman and Batman, the chances of Netflix getting hold of the rights seem very slim. Then again, we know that Matt Reeves' Batverse and Todd Phillips' Joker movies are now considered Elseworlds projects, so who knows? Maybe someday Snyder will get the opportunity to go back and complete his DC saga. What do you think? Would you like to see Snyder revisit these characters? Maybe just for one more Justice League movie? Drop a comment down below. And that is from comicbook.com. I said it earlier this year that Snyder would be back to complete the story within 5 years. I don't think anything good is going to happen with the DCU. It looks like a convoluted mess what James Gunn is doing with the Superman legacy. I have no interest in it whatsoever. But I do want to see Darkseid come back. I want to see Themyscira and the Furies. I want to see the Legion of Doom preparing the way for Darkseid. I want to see the Riddler solve the anti-life equation. I want to see all of those things. I want to see the Reverse Flash as the big bad for the entire DCEU. I want to see those things happen. That's what Zack Snyder has in mind for us. And you can tell I mean, a lot of Snyder's movies have been licensed to Netflix. Man of Steel's there. I don't know if BVS is there. I think it is. But the Snyder Cut is not. The Snyder Cut is exclusively on Max. Warner Brothers has not released it. I think once they do, people who may not have Max or haven't seen it get a chance to see it. I think it's going to ramp up a craze for people wanting more Zack Snyder and the DCEU. What do you think? Is it coming back? I say within 5 years it is. Like this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow for I'm Having a Rough Christmas presents Batman Returns. I'm looking forward to getting into that with the crowd. And we'll see you all in the next video. All right, take care.